Hello everyone. Welcome to Data Programming BDAT 1004 final project presentation, and this is group number 8, and we have 4 members in this group, which is Tanya Singh Dadial, Arman Kerosinwala, Belfi Baby, and Mohan Priya. And this is the video presentation link in which we have explained the whole project, and this is the GitHub link where we have uploaded our code, our raw files and everything for how we went through the whole process. So the outline of this presentation is the project definition, like what the project is all about, the team members who all have contributed to the project and what were their roles in the team, how we collected the data and from what sources we have collected the data, how we have analyzed the data, the analysis part, and the data storage part, to visualize it dynamically or to change it dynamically, we have stored the data, and the web application we have integrated it using the API, and the visualization, the end part, like for the visualization, like what we can visualize from this particular data set, and in the end is the conclusion, like what we have learned from this project and from this data set as well. So the project scope is involves developing a web application. So over here we have used the COVID-19 dataset all around the globe, and in this, as we know, the COVID-19 is been majorly impacting major countries and many developing nations as well as the developed nations. So yeah, over here we will see like how it has hit the economy as well as the health sector and the health of every particular individual. So in this, we have collected the data from a remote source. We have used a CSV file and stored it into MongoDB, and then we have used the Jupyter notebook and the Python code to retrieve the data from it using the JSON, and then we have displayed the result on a website. So the team members are the developer is Belfi, the BA part was done by the Priya, and the data analyst part was Tanya, and myself as I managed the project as well as did a bit research on it as well as the coding part. So myself, Arman. So the tools and the technologies we have used is like Python, and for the web framework we have used the Python as well as the Flask, and for the visualization we have visualized the data using the Node.js and the Power BI as well. So for the data collection, first we need to import the libraries to run our data as well as the import the data from a particular URL. So as we can see that we have imported the data from this URL, that worldometer info coronavirus and the countries, and we have imported the particular libraries to make it to work, such as the pandas. And so once we have imported the dataset, we check the data, like what are the countries in it. So there are many countries in this particular dataset. After that, for visualizing the data for the tail and the head, we have used the head and the tail syntax for it. And for the HTML file, we have created a list to visualize the data using the pandas library, and to convert and to the converting the pandas data frame. So we have used you make a data frame, we have used this pandas library. So the data cleansing is the major part, in order to visualize and analyze, first we need to cleanse the data. So we have filled NA, wherever there is the missing values, we have treated it using zeros, and like if there are NAs, so we have dropped them. So the above code deals with the handling the missing values as well as the NaN values. So we have stored the data in MongoDB. So we have imported the CSV file in the JSON format, and after that we have imported it, like the rows were the countries, and after that we have imported it into the MongoDB. So here we have established the connection with the MongoDB and stored our data in the particular database for to dynamically visualize the charts. So here is the data analysis. So like the business questions arise, like which countries has the highest amount of vaccinations, whereas like which gender smokes high, and how much population died out of the case, like from like it's been over past 2 years, like how it has affected the people's life, and what's the percentage of population has died due to the COVID-19. And the major part is like which age groups get affected the most used by the COVID-19. So here we have tested the business logic. After the analysis and everything, we have this is a particular dashboard. In this, as you can see, the vaccination versus the cases, and the age and the death ratio, like what's the number of age and what's the number and the death ratio, and the total cases around the globe. Whereas the COVID-19 affects the smokers or non-smokers, and what's the ratio of people getting affected if they smoke, and what's the percentage of getting affected if they don't smoke. So in this, it's a vaccination and the country. So this chart shows the plot between the uh, number of cases and the vaccination been held. Like as we know that in like past 3 months, there many vaccines have been out by various countries, and US has developed a vaccine, whereas even UK has developed its vaccine, and India is playing a major part in the production of the vaccine and supplying it all around the globe. So as we know that United States has the maximum number of vaccinations, as it has many factories and its production is quite high, and the first country to produce a vaccine against the COVID-19 was the United States. So even Germany has been playing a major role in developing the vaccines such as Pfizer, and India has also developed 2 to 3 vaccines like Pfizer and Covaxin, and the Serum Institute of Pune has also developed a vaccine in affiliation with the UK government, the Oxford vaccine. So in this chart we can see like what's the age and the death ratio. So this chart shows the count of the death of the people belongs to the different age groups, like 65 years above and below. So both the cases we could see that Japan has the highest death rate, followed by the Italy, Germany and Finland. So as we all know that the Japan is majorly known for like the like old people has Japanese people has much of a older generation as compared to that of the other countries, such as India and the Canada has a younger generation population. So the COVID-19 affects most of the aged people as compared to that of the younger people, as the younger people has much more immune response as compared to that of the old people. So here's the chart, here's the line chart, and here's the predictive analytics of like what is the total case around the world, and as per the data what could be the further, like if the cases could decline or it will increase. So this plot is showing the data from Jan 20, like when the COVID has just begun to spread in major countries all around the globe, and to till date. So we could see this is a progressive graph and forecast reaching from reaching to 0.4 billion during October. So as we know that the new COVID strain has been new COVID strain has the COVID has mutated itself, and it's been now spreading more rapidly as compared to that of the previous COVID. So due to that, the number of cases is quite high, and as of today, like India has the most number of COVID cases in a day. Like there are around 3.5 lakh people getting confirmed with the COVID virus. So this graph depicts about the how the COVID affects the smokers whereas the non-smokers. So this bar chart shows that the death varies with respect to smokers as well as non-smokers. Uh, Also, it shows that it varies around different continents. Like every continent and every person has a different immune response depending upon the surroundings they grow up. So how the different continents and the people who smoke has uh, like it affects the COVID affects them. So as we can see, the male smokers in Asia has a higher risk of getting uh, COVID as compared to that of the other people in Europe or North America. So in this we can see the male smokers, like the yellow line is the male smokers, whereas and the blue is the female smokers, as the male smokers in Asia is getting more COVID confirmed as compared to that of the others in the male smokers in South America, North America and Oceania. And we can see that there is a just a bit slight difference in the COVID cases confirmed between Asia and Europe. So what's the observation from this particular chart? So which country has the highest amount of vaccination? So the United States distributed the highest amount of vaccination. Instead of distribution, it will say that the US people's got the US citizens got more vaccinated as compared to that of the any other persons around the globe, any other country around the globe. So which gender smokes the highest? So the as we know that the males has the highest rate of smoking as compared to that of female, and in Asia they do have a higher risk of getting COVID as compared to that of females in the Asia. How much population died out of the COVID-19? So all around the globe, around 2.49% has died due to COVID around the globe. And which age group people get affected the most? So 65 or more people get affected due to the COVID-19, as they do have less immune response. Here we have proposed a link. Here we have hosted the visualizations on a website, and it changes dynamically. Over here we have the GitHub link, and this is a Python code for it, and this is the dynamic link for the website which we have hosted, and here we can see the visualizations of the chart, and here is the dashboard which consists of all the charts which we have gone through, and this is the team, and this is the reference where we have used the data, or we have researched our where we have researched our project about the project. So let's conclude that at the end of the project we were managed to achieve the goals that were set, and we managed to acquire the data from a remote source through web scraping and store the data in a database as well, and display it on a website using charts.js. So in addition to that, we have also built an API that serves the data from the database, and it directly links, like it changes dynamically. So we get the data, like as the data changes, our charts also changes. And it was a wonderful learning experience as a team and working as a group, and we all contributed to it and we all learned from it. That's all about it. Thank you.